Hey everyone, it's Talia here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I have for you guys a short nail art tutorial using some water decals as well as a couple different nail art techniques, and also featuring a magic gel collection that is titled the Sugar Sweet Collection. And I was really intrigued with this collection because it is a collection of all pinks, and I feel like you can never really have too many pinks, especially if you are a busy nail tech or anything like that, because this is going to be one of your most popular colors. So I was really interested to see what the different shades that were picked for this collection. One thing that I really like that Magic Gel does is they include labels with their collections. I appreciate this, and I think their labels are stunning. So what I actually do is, after I've painted the whole entire swatch stick on the inside, and I do this just so I don't have to top coat, and then I paint a matte top coat on the back of it. That way you can see what the colors look like when they are shiny or matte. I decided to actually label the back of the swatch sticks, that way it doesn't take away from the color on the front of it, and I thought that this looked really good, but you could still be able to see the matte and the shiny. If you've ever tried the Magic Gel M-Lac gel polishes, then you'll know that they go on almost like a jelly application versus like a paint-on application. I personally prefer the more jelly type of application. I like the look of it, I like the feel of it, I like that it's a little bit more forgiving, and I was really intrigued with the idea of an all-pink gel polish collection. And the only thing that I really noticed about this is that the last two colors, number 15 Lust and then number 16 Regal Rose, to me they were basically identical. I had a really hard time distinguishing between the two colors, and you can see them on the left hand side here. Number 15 is maybe just a smidgen darker, but for the most part they are very similar. So I would have liked to have seen in a pink collection maybe something that was a little bit more neon or brighter pink, but at the same time all of these pink shades really work nicely together. So taking a look at the collection, was able to design a nail set using them. I also wanted to show you that you can do a lot of different art with short nails too. So let's dive into the nail art tutorial now. Taking some of number 11, it's called Luxury Silk. It is a super light, almost off-white pink type of color. I was really happy to see this one in the collection because you guys know that I love working on lighter bases for different type of artwork. And I knew that I wanted to do some butterfly nails. I wanted to use some water decals because I had some really cute butterfly pink water decals to try out. So because they are a brighter pink, I wanted to put them on a lighter background, and water decals usually show up a lot better on lighter backgrounds too, which is another reason why I wanted to use this. So you can see that in the one coat thin coverage here, it went on really nicely. And sometimes with the lighter shades, it can be kind of a struggle to kind of make them not look streaky or anything like that. And I never noticed any streakiness with the Magic Gel M-Lac gel polishes. I'm a huge fan of these. I think they are really great, especially if maybe you're struggling with gel polish. They're a little bit more forgiving than some of the other ones that I've tried out there. When I was planning this design in my head, I knew that I wanted two nails that had the butterfly water decals on them. So I wanted that to be the main focus of this design. And when I think in that sort of way, then I usually like to put my nail art on the middle finger and ring finger. So that's what I'm doing here, is just going in with the exact same color on the other finger here. Number 10, Fragrant Rose, is my favorite one in the collection. I like that it is a medium pink, but it has a little bit of a rosy hue to it. It's like my perfect pink. I just really, really like this color. So I decided to go in and put this on both the pointer finger and the pinky finger. And I also would, if I was doing this set on a client as well, do this exact same design on the thumbnail too. So this one went on in such a beautiful one thin coat coverage. I do like to go in and do a second coat on the actual nails, but I really don't think it was necessary with this particular shade. I really wanted to add some abstract features to the hot pink nail design, so I'm just going to take two different pink shades and just put them on my little tile here, and then I'm going to take one of these pink brushes that I just found on Amazon actually, and I just wanted to try this one out. So this one is a pretty concentrated brush. It's got a lot of brush hairs on it, and I just wanted to use it to get some really fun brush strokes going on the nails. Now in hindsight, I think this would have looked a lot better on the light pink nail if I would have used like a dark pink instead of doing it this route, because I feel like the brush strokes kind of get lost on the dark pink. The water decals that I picked out are these kind of black leaf ones. I thought that these would look really good on top of the brushstroke nails, kind of give it like an abstract feel. I also pulled out these pink butterfly ones. I just really like them and I thought they would pair nice with the pink shades that we had going on. So one of the reasons that I picked out the black leaves is because I wanted to use some butterflies with some black accents on it, and then that way the black kind of ties in that aspect as well. So I'm just going to cut out the ones that I want, and then the water that I'm using is warm. I like to suggest using warm water when you're working with water decals because I find that it pulls the decals off a little bit easier. And I also really like to use my clear jelly stamper to apply them. So after I have them sitting in the water for a little bit, I will remove the backing of them, put them on the stamper, and then stamp them right on the nails. Now, if you're working on top of a finished file nail or you don't have a dispersion layer like I do on the gel polish, they are not going to transfer as nicely. So if this doesn't work, then I would go in with like a thin coat of some gel, cure it, and then go in and do your decal on top of it. I just find it works a lot better for the water decals if they go on top of dispersion layers. So after I have the decals down where I want them, I'm going to take a micro swab with a little bit of acetone on it. And this is going to take off any of the decal excess on the fingers that I don't want. One of you gave me this tip to use a micro swab with some acetone, and I absolutely love it. I think it is such a good tip and works so much better than taking scissors, especially to like real people. After I've done the butterflies, I'm going to go in and do the exact same techniques using the black water decals instead on both the pinky finger and the pointer finger. Now, after this design was done, I was thinking that I probably could have gone in with another set of leaves too, but I just decided to leave it because I was kind of thinking maybe I would apply some Swarovski crystals to it, which is what we ended up doing, but it would have looked good if I would have done another layer of leaves too, I think. After my water decals have dried, I'm going to go in with some matte top coat and just seal these over. Now I have this little tiny light that I like to use to freeze cure. I just found this on Amazon and I got the idea from Sarah, and it works really well, especially when you're working on these hands specifically because I have a tendency to bump them. So that's all I'm doing here. If you guys see that little black light come in, is I'm just freeze curing it, and then I'm going to give the entire nail design a full cure at the end. Now, having uncured gel is not a good thing at all, which is why I would recommend doing a full cure in your lights at the end of it too. But for freeze curing, this light just works so good and I really like using it. So I think this design would have looked really good shiny, but I did decide to go in matte because I thought that it would make the water decals pop a little bit more, and I was really happy with how that turned out. The last thing I'm going to do is go in with some Swarovski crystals. I decided to take my favorite crystal, which is Vintage Rose, and I'm just going to do one little crystal on each nail, kind of close to the cuticle. I feel like this is a crystal design that we used to do like years ago, and I thought it would be good on this one because the design itself is pretty busy, so to just do one little crystal I thought would give it a little bit of glam but not be too overwhelming. I do like doing a bunch of crystals on short nails too. That's definitely something I have done on my clients, and that's the nail design. I like how this turned out on the short nails, and I know I get comments often that you guys would like to see more short nail designs because I think it's more common in the everyday nail studio for people to get short nail designs, and I definitely wanted to show you that you can do basically any sort of art that you do on long nails. You just kind of have to adapt it for the length, obviously, for the short ones. But if you guys want to see more short nail designs, definitely comment below and let me know. If there's any particular nail art techniques or anything else you'd like to see, again, comment below and let me know. Make sure you're following me on all of my social media, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!